What's going on, guys? Today I wanted to cover something a little bit more lighthearted than the Fukushima disaster like I did yesterday. Um, Today I wanted to talk to you about something you might have heard about but not that much about, and that's the whole Idubbbz versus Tana Mong... Tana Mongoose. Monster? Motor. Tana M. And today we're going to be talking about the beef they had and some of the history behind it. It really is not that big of a thing. I guess YouTube's just looking for drama. So why not throw my 2 cents in the ring, right? Give you a little bit of background. Tana M is a vlogger who blew up over a really short period of time, and she got really popular, and she established a pretty impressive following in such a short period of time. And she ended up where she went wrong, and she really didn't even go wrong here yet. She tweeted at Idubbbz saying, "So you joke about cancer and the N-word and blah blah blah." And it was this text, and it was this self-righteous tweet where it was kind of just innocent enough, and it seemed okay enough till you get to the last two words of it. Kill yourself. If you're gonna get on the pedestal of self-righteousness and go, "Oh, you said this, you can't say this, you are a bad person because you said..." Don't say kill yourself afterwards. Like, you're really just sullying your own reputation. If you have a problem with somebody, you can voice your opinion by all means. Like, there's not a problem with that, but kill yourself is where a lot of the people had the problem. So Mr. Dubbs took it upon himself to fly out to her meetup and pay some money to go to a meetup for her, where he then proceeded to purchase merchandise of hers to dress up as a fan of hers, and further proceeded to go, and she was doing a photo op, so he put his arm around her and he looks at the camera and goes, "Say N-word," and he said it, and he had it on camera from a separate angle. Evidently he was planning to shoot something, and he was going to try to get her to say the N-word, as she has video evidence of her saying the N-word. And if I can dig that up, it's in the description, but really don't count on that because I'm kind of stretched for time today. And she has been documented saying the N-word. Like, it's kind of the whole do what I say, not as I do, where you're going to condescend to somebody and say, "Well, you can't say that," but you're literally on camera several times dropping the N-bomb, like, super disrespectfully. Not that there's a respectful way to drop it, but really just unreasonable. Really unreasonable, and especially when she's going to sit there and preach to him about, "You can't do this, you can't say that," and there she is doing it. So that was where a lot of the problems came, but that's not where it stops. Mrs. M decided afterwards to make a follow-up video on the whole incident, to kind of cry about it on camera and get some attention off of it. And the video is like 25 minutes long. Like, God bless you if you can sit through that video, because it is horrible. She sits there and she's like complaining about this and that. She talks about the whole endeavor and everything that goes on about it. And I mean, I'm not saying Idubbbz is a bad guy or anything about him, but you notice him. When you see someone like Idubbbz, especially if you're beefing with him, like, I know if I was like dropping F-bombs about someone, telling them to kill themselves fighting with somebody, and I saw them, I'd recognize them. I'd be like, "Oh, you, yeah. But she didn't even recognize the guy. The guy has like 3 million something followers on YouTube. He's not a small YouTuber by any extent of the imagination. She's gonna sit there and act like she didn't even know who he was. Kid walks up to her, puts his arm around her, and she's just having a good time up until the point where he says, "Say, blah, blah, blah." But she makes this video out to be this whole cry for attention, like, "I'm the victim, boo-hoo, pity me." And she's sitting there like, "Yeah, this strange man came up to me. I didn't know who he was. And he puts his arm around me, and he's strangling me." Watch the video, please. I'll try to link the video if I can find it, or a video with the video in it. I'll timestamp it or something. I'll get you that video. I promise I will get you that video. But she's acting like this guy walked up to her and straight up like wrapped his arm around her neck and was grabbing her and like trying to rip her head up. He walked up to her and put his arm around her. It was really nothing. I don't even think it was around her neck, to be completely honest with you. I'm not an anatomy major, so I really couldn't tell you where it was, but I know it was not really the neck. But she made a video about this, and it's this rambling video, and it's really off topic, and she ends up going into details about like slavery, where she then further proves that she has no clue what she's talking about. And she proceeds to say that slavery happened 90 years ago. And I'm not saying that there was no form of civil strife 90 years ago. There was certainly civil strife. But something that didn't need to be made in a video where she was just whining about some scrawny kid walking up to her and going, say N-word. Like, yeah, he drops the N-bomb, but it's not like he didn't do anything to her per se, other than just bother her a little bit. I don't know. That's my take on it. That's really all there is to it. I would expect a content cop coming out very, very soon from Idubbbz on, you guessed it, Tana. I really am not even going to attempt that last name. I don't know. I think it's stupid, but hey, here I am. So, that's it. You guys think Tana was in the right, or you think she was an idiot? You think Idubbbz was in the right, or he was an idiot? You think they're both idiots? But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.